Want to see my favorite live streaming studio gear for 2023? I'm taking you behind the scenes to look at all of my cameras, lights, microphones, accessories, all of the things. The desk is 8 feet so that I could have my separate workstation for daily work and studio. And this is on a swivel so I can hide that when I'm not using the studio, and I've got more open space over here. The monitor that I just swiveled out of the way is an Asus, and then I have these two Samsung curved monitors. This one is a completely different computer than these two and the prompter. I'll tell you about that in a second. This one is in portrait mode because it is specifically for my comments during live. Sometimes I put notes up there, and plus it just looks cool. Teleprompters are also monitors. This is a Prompter People Flex with a 10-inch LCD screen. The side camera over here has a Ecamm 12-inch LCD teleprompter. Speaking of cameras, I've got 9 of them in here, so let's go quickly. The main shot is a Sony ZV-E10 with a 30mm lens. Side shot is a Sony a6100 with a 56mm lens. The face cam is my downward demo shot. The behind the scenes camera is a Canon M50 Mark II with a 16mm lens. Another behind the scenes shot, the Sony ZV-1 pointing at the test station. This is the Abby cam, and it's the Sony RX10 Mark II. I kind of fibbed a little when I said I had 9 cameras, but this is a camera source, the computer, the M1 Mac Mini. The test station is also a camera input coming into the main machine using the Hollyland wireless HDMI. I'm not going to go through all of the details of the test station, that's another video, but this camera is the Sony ZV-10 with a 16mm lens, and then we have a downward demo cam, which is the Opal C1. And 2 new entries into the studio, side-by-side comparison coming up, both AI webcams, the Insta360 Link and the OBSBot. This big ass, ooh, can I say that? I like big lights and I cannot lie. This one is the Amaran 100X and the Impact Dome softbox. This is the newer LED panel. It's just a little fill light on the side. And we have multiple of these newer LEDs around the studio to fill in the background. And when I'm on Zoom calls, I gotta light myself up all pretty, so this is the Elgato Key Light Air. And no studio is complete without a Paul Dixon's magical mug. These are the Nan light tubes for the backdrop.
Hers looks awesome.
Yeah. Turns out I'm out of battery. And every plant in the studio background needs a light on it, right? That's the Key Light Air. I'm only using one mic in this studio. It's the Rode NTG4 Plus. Going in to the Rodecaster Pro 2. Yes, it deserved that. It needed that. I lied, I do have another microphone for my Zoom calls over here on the workstation, the Elgato Wave 3. The A10 Mini here with, of course, the plastic dust cover is controlling 2 cameras at the moment and has controlled up to 4. And you gotta have a custom phone holder, of course. It's got my name on it.
The ego on this one.
Should I say that differently so it sounds more like
No,
a joke?
no. It's clearly a joke.
Okay. And of course I have to have 3 Stream Decks, 2 XLs, never go for the small one.
That's what she said.
And also the Stream Deck Plus. And for good measure, a loop deck as well, because I need all the controls, all of them. The main machine is the Mac Studio. It is upgraded with lots of RAM, also GPU. I've got a CalDigit TS3 and a TS4. I have a variety of different capture cards, including Cam Links, including Pengo, including the Elgato X, and splitters to get all of my signals to where I want them to go. Lots of varipoles everywhere. The varipoles are tension rods so that you don't have to mount anything to the ceiling or to your desk. And of course you need Manfrotto 244 arms to make sure that you're holding all of the gear and mounting everything in the correct position. And because my studio is also my living room and Abby and I really like blankets, it's kind of sometimes messy. So I can pull this backdrop down and not have to clean. We have a whole video about that. You might be wondering about these big ass TVs I showed you earlier. Well, they were here for a virtual event so we can have all Zoom participants up big and bold, and I loved it. And I don't know what to do with them anymore, so comment, let me know what you think I should do with them. And hey, if you want your own professional video studio, we will help you do exactly that. We're gonna tell you exactly what gear to buy for your desired type of studio and how to assemble it so that you don't miss anything. Everything is taken care of, down to the accessories, mounting gear, and of course, all the cameras, lighting, and all of that. Link in the description, livestreamingpros.com/studio. And I was supposed to wrap this video up, so go watch these 2 videos to keep geeking out with me.